The Denver Broncos officially have a new owner. And welcome to another episode of Sparkin over Broncos, the show where we spark conversation about our Denver Broncos. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Before we jump in, you already know what to do. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the notification bell. It is the easiest way you can help out the channel and get this content out to more Denver Broncos fans just like you and I. After 8 long seasons, the Denver Broncos ownership saga finally reached its conclusion. At 9:30 Tuesday night, the Denver Broncos released a statement officially announcing that they have entered a purchase and sale agreement with the investment group led by Walmart heir Rob Walton and his son-in-law Greg Penner. The final sale price for the Denver Broncos amounted to $4.65 billion, making it the largest sale in the history of professional sports. The money will be distributed amongst the surviving members of the Bolin family. The previous record holder was set just last month when an investment group led by Todd Boehly bought the Chelsea Soccer Club for $3.2 billion. Prior to that, the record was held by David Tepper and the Carolina Panthers when the team was sold for $2.3 billion in 2018. Walton's group has long been favored to place the winning bid simply due to his financial status. Per Forbes, Walton's net worth is listed at just over $59 billion, making him the 22nd richest person on the planet. Although Walton possessed enough financial resources to purchase the team without the help of fellow investors, there will be limited partners in order to promote diversity in the group. The investment group led by Walton ended up winning the bidding war against 3 other groups led by Josh Harris, Jose Feliciano, and Josh Ishiba respectively. In a statement released by the team, current president and CEO Joe Ellis said, "I have enjoyed getting to know Rob Walton, Kerry Walton Penner, and Greg Penner throughout this process. Learning more about their background and vision for the Denver Broncos, I am confident that their leadership and support will help this team achieve great things on and off the field." While this purchase and sale agreement is pending approval from the NFL's Financial Committee and league ownership, today marks a significant step on the path to an exciting new chapter in Broncos history. The sale of the team finally brings closure to a Broncos ownership saga that has been ongoing since 2014, when longtime owner Pat Bolin relinquished control of the team due to the onset of Alzheimer's disease. The team was placed in a trust with the hope of one of Mr. Bolin's children eventually taking control. When Mr. Bolin passed away in 2019, the outlook of that happening became bleak. For the past few years, members of the Bolin family have been at odds over Mr. Bolin's mental state when the succession plan was put in place. After the team basically being in limbo during that time period, the legal hurdles were finally cleared earlier this year, paving the way for a sale. As fans of this franchise, I don't think we can expect Rob Walton to be half the owner that Mr. Bolin was, because he was simply a diamond in the rough. At this point, the best outcome for this situation will be that Walton will be able to bring his financial backing to the franchise and allow the business side to flourish. At the same time, on the football side, he gets out of the way and lets the people who are currently in place do their job. With the trajectory that the team is currently on, I don't see Rob Walton being in any hurry to make changes. So who is Rob Walton, and who are the others who are part of his group? Rob Walton is the oldest living son of Walmart founder Sam Walton. Following the older Walton's death in 1992, Rob took over as the Walmart company chairman, a role that he filled until 2015. Rob Walton will not be the only member of the Walton family who has a majority stake in a Denver sports franchise. Rob's first cousin and Walton Kroenke owns multiple Colorado sports franchises along with her husband Stan Kroenke, including the Denver Nuggets, Colorado Avalanche, Colorado Rapids, and Colorado Mammoth. Stan Kroenke is also the owner of the Los Angeles Rams, so there is plenty of sports ownership experience in that family. Along with Rob, his daughter Carrie Walton Penner and son-in-law Greg Penner will also be part of the investment group. Greg Penner has served in a variety of roles with the Walmart company. Most recently, he succeeded his father-in-law as chairman in 2015. Penner graduated with a business degree from Stanford in 1997. He is also on the board of directors for a bunch of other companies, including Hyatt Hotels and eHarmony. Greg's wife and Rob's daughter, Carrie Walton Penner, also graduated from Stanford in 1997, with a degree in education policy and program evaluation. She currently serves as an education program officer for the Walton Family Foundation, which is primarily focused on charter schools, as well as serves as an evaluator for the National Foundation for Teaching Entrepreneurship. She also served internships for various organizations, including the Rockefeller Foundation. Per Broncos insider Mike Kliss, Greg Penner and Carrie Walton Penner are expected to be in charge of the day-to-day operations for the team, so this will be a true family-run business. Also part of the investment group is longtime corporate executive Mellody Hobson. In his statement released on the Broncos' social media, Rob Walton said, "We are excited to announce that Mellody Hobson, co-CEO of Ariel Investments, has agreed to join our ownership group." Beyond her role at Ariel, Mellody is an influential leader in corporate and civic organizations across the nation. Mellody currently serves as the chair of the board at Starbucks Corporation and is also a director of JP Morgan Chase. We know that she will bring her strategic acumen and leadership perspective to our team. Hobson's extensive corporate experience is going to be very valuable to the organization, especially from a business perspective. And fun fact, her husband is George Lucas. Yes, that George Lucas. As a massive Star Wars nerd, you have to imagine that this makes Coach Hackett giddy. In a statement released by the Broncos, Rob Walton said in part, "Having lived and worked in Colorado, we always admired the Broncos. Our enthusiasm has only grown as we've learned more about the team, staff, and Broncos country over the last few months. Thank you to Joe Ellis and the staff of the Broncos for the first-class manner in which they've conducted this sale process. We look forward to earning the confidence and support of the NFL as we take the next step in this process. When the necessary approval procedures are met, our family is excited to share more with the Broncos fans, the organization, and the community." So what happens next? Currently, the agreement is being combed through by the lawyers to make sure everything is square on the legal side. Then, the sale must be approved by both the NFL's financial committee and at least 24 of the 30 league owners. Per ESPN's Adam Schefter, it is expected to take anywhere from 60 to 90 days for the sale to close, and that there are no issues expected to prevent that from happening. By the beginning of the regular season, the sale of the team should be finalized, and Rob Walton and company should be in full control of the Denver Broncos. Per Mike Kliss, Joe Ellis will remain with the team through the 2022 season as part of a succession plan. Kliss also indicated that the team could bring Peyton Manning on board as either a minority investor or advisor, or possibly both. Manning is already an ambassador for the team and has a deep connection with Broncos country. Adding him to the mix would only sweeten the pot. Rob Walton will turn 78 years old in October. So I have to imagine that there is some sort of succession plan in place so that the Broncos are not in this position once again. Now that we will soon have new ownership on board, we can turn the page to other matters, including an extension for Russell Wilson, as well as a possible new stadium and upgrades to UC Health Training Center. After 8 long seasons, it's very nice to finally have an answer when it comes to who will be the owner of the team, but it also opens up many more questions about the future. Buckle up, Broncos country, it's gonna be a crazy ride. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any content. And while you're at it, be sure to check out my second channel, Denver Broncos Syndicate, for even more Denver Broncos coverage. We are growing at a massive rate over there, so I would really appreciate you checking us out. And for now, this has been another episode of Sparkin' Over Broncos, the show where we spark conversation about our Denver Broncos. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out and let's ride.